So this is going to be a series on my channel, kind of similar to Addis Pro's Alternative Future, but it's going to be called something different. I'm not really sure what it's going to be called yet, but essentially I'm going to be going in the future for the world and kind of seeing what's going to happen in kind of mini scenarios. So it's going to be a thing I'm probably going to be doing for a while. So just sit back and enjoy, I guess. So the first thing we have happening is unifications. So a few unifications that do happen are of Slovenia and Croatia. This may seem a little random, but it is a thing that could happen. So that's the first unification. Then we have the unification of a few other countries as well, such as Rwanda and Burundi, and then Uganda. And let's just think for a second that there's probably some economic reason that they need to unify. So these two places, Suriname and Guyana, they need to unite for economic purposes, and this is still French. So let's have some wars happen, because everyone loves war, unless if your country dies, then you don't like it. So I think we could have a war between the Congos, and I'm not sure how different they are, but I'm pretty sure that they would probably they would either unify or go to war with each other. So we have the DRC pushing in from the south, and then we also have Gabon joining in on the war, as they think it may be beneficial for them, and they see the growing power of Nigeria, so it would be better to have a friend. So we have the Republic of the Congo surrendering, and the country split between the DRC and Gabon. So let's just quickly draw the borders. So since Gabon did quite a bit, they do get a large amount of land from this, like a lot of land. Like more than they should, honestly. And then we have the DRC getting the rest of the Republic of the Congo. By the way, I know the mic's bad. There's not really much I can do about it, but yeah, I'm acknowledging it. So that means it doesn't happen anymore. So, next thing we have happening is Russia doing things like invading Ukraine. How fun. By the way, I'm joking about that. But in reality, it's not because Russia wanted to. because the freaking US had to come over, but we have them actually wanting to this time. So they push in to Ukraine, and without any Western funding, Ukraine falls a lot quicker. Eventually Kiev is captured, and then the rest of Ukraine does fall, and by the way, the Odessa region's gone. So we have that happening, and we have Russia making, think of this Ukraine kind of being like Belarus in a way. Think of it like that, kind of being like a Belarus. So it's technically its own thing, but essentially not. And with Russian expansion, we have the West getting obviously a little scared because the Russians have two puppets like right here, so they're getting a lot more involved in Europe. But to counteract this, we have the West allowing some more people into NATO. Some of those people are Sweden, Finland, and then also Tanzania. If Morocco, I don't think Morocco is in NATO, but they're in now, and I'm pretty sure Ireland isn't in NATO. Then also Austria, and those are some of the new members, but also Georgia and Azerbaijan, to kind of make sure that Russia doesn't expand any further. But like, what is this gonna do? Then we have, although Russia and Kazakhstan could have probably just like eventually unified with Russia. Russia just sees invasion as the easiest method for them. So you have them pushing in. Kazakhstan's like, whoa, like, calm down there. Our people may not want to join you, but like, our government does, so can you just stop? So they're like, sure. And then boom, Kazakhstan has been acquired by Russia. And this may seem a little unrealistic, and people are going to say I don't know anything about geography or whatever, because this would start World War III. That's kind of the point. Like, for fixing the borders of Europe, it's just for fun. Oh, another war happening. It is going to be a war between Egypt, and it looks like Egypt and Sudan have some issues, but we have them teaming up against a few countries, such as South Sudan, Ethiopia, Eritrea, and Djibouti, so Horn of African countries. But Egypt was ready for this war, but Sudan was underprepared for this, and Eritrea does manage to push up quite far north, although Sudan does manage to push in too much of South Sudan, but like, you know what happens. It's South Sudan. Its entire existence is because they rebelled. So, like, they're gonna be able to do a lot of damage. And other people in Sudan, just north of South Sudan, are kind of wanting to be in South Sudan. So, yeah. Egypt has other plans, though. Egypt sends most of their military down over here and manages to get Eritrea completely out, and then from there pushes in. But Sudan signs peace, so Egypt's not able to do anything. So Egypt, getting kind of mad, declares war on Sudan. But before that, we do have the peace deal. We have South Sudan gaining some land. Same with Ethiopia and Eritrea. They also gain quite a lot of land as well. So Egypt is a little annoyed at them. And at first they try to kind of set up a coup because, like, the government in Sudan isn't pleasing them, so why not just get a new one, right? Right. So they tried to do that, but that doesn't work. So we have Egypt declaring war on Sudan. So we have them first getting their claim that they claim, and then we have them pushing down the coast of Sudan, and from there they continue to push, although the deserts do make it so they can't really do too much. We have Ethiopia kind of doing their own thing, so we'll color them as this color to symbolize that they're not doing in Egypt, but while doing an individual Egypt. So we have them pushing in, and then we have Sudan joining this thing as they want blood. So we have them pushing in from under, and then we have them meeting up with Egyptian troops. Then we have large amounts of Sudan falling to Ethiopia and South Sudan, although Egypt does try to block them from a large amount of land. And from here, this is what Sudan looks like now. So let's just quickly, draw what it is. Oh, come on. That's a little annoying. Let me fix this. Ta-da! So, you'll see the peace treaty next episode. This is kind of an experiment, but just kind of seeing, I'm kind of doing this for fun, honestly. And also, I kind of want to have an overarching thing. So, thanks for watching, and goodbye.